Okay, picture this. You're living in a small town, somewhere quiet, nothing out of the ordinary. Now imagine your neighbor, someone you've known for years, is secretly pulling off one of the longest-running frauds you've ever heard of. Yeah, you heard that right. For 25 years, a woman named Redmond from Austin, Minnesota, impersonated her own deceased mother, and nobody caught on. Let's break this down. The story starts back in 1999 when Redmond's mother passed away. Most people would report the death, settle affairs, and move on. But Redmond, she saw an opportunity. Instead of telling the Social Security Administration, like you're supposed to, she kept quiet and kept those benefit checks rolling in. Every month, more money. But it gets wilder. For 2 decades, Redmond didn't just take the money, she became her mother. She forged her mom's signature, used her Social Security number, even updated addresses to match her own. She called federal offices pretending to be her mom, and in some cases, actually showed up in person as her deceased mother. Talk about commitment. Now, over the years, this scheme added up. More than $360,000 in Social Security benefits went straight into Redmond's hands. But she didn't stop there. Fast forward to 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic hits, and stimulus checks start going out. Redmond's mother, who'd been dead for years, somehow got $3,200 in economic impact payments from the IRS. And Redmond cashed it like it was just another Tuesday. So how did she finally get caught? Well, in June 2024, Redmond tried to submit a new Social Security application, in person, still pretending to be her mother. That was the last straw. The Social Security Administration and the IRS had already started sniffing around, and this final bold move sealed her fate. Investigators called her scheme brazen and shameless, and the acting U.S. attorney described it as part of a much bigger fraud problem in Minnesota. Redmond was sentenced to a year in prison for her crimes, but let's be real, she fooled the government for almost 25 years. That's wild. So what can we learn from this? Sometimes the quietest people in the smallest towns are hiding the biggest secrets. And while crime doesn't pay in the end, it sure can go unnoticed for a long time if you're bold enough or desperate enough to keep the act going. If you love stories like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what jaw-dropping crime you want to hear about next. Stay curious, stay safe, and always double-check those Social Security statements.